Welcome to Trailer Hitch, the official podcast of Kevin and James, and their podcast
and film trailers
and the official podcast of film trailers.
Yeah,
sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know if
prove that we're not.
Actually, no, please do, so that way you can write in and let us know.
That's right.
Oh, dude, how cool would that be if we had like a podcast off with someone else's
Ooh,
trailer
I like
podcast?
it.
Yeah,
but
open invitation, open challenge to
God.
other trailer podcasts.
It's getting
us.
Intense up in here. Well, welcome to Trailer Hitch, everyone, where we talk movie trailers.
Yes. Who are you?
I'm James. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Kevin.
Well, what are you doing in my apartment?
Well, I'm here to record Trailer
Oh,
Hitch.
of course.
Let's do it. Yeah. All right. This is our 12th episode. This is
number 12 already.
We're at the dozen, man.
God, man, we're getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so impressed with us.
You could eat an egg and listen to an episode, and you would have enough.
As you're listening to our episodes, you could have one egg per episode. Is that what you're saying, Kevin?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Yes, a dozen.
Yeah.
Yes. Pace yourself. Because, each episode's about an hour long, and if you're looking to eat 12 eggs in a sitting, pace is your friend. And so we're happy to help you on this journey to get more protein. I don't even know why you're eating eggs, even though I'm the one that presupposed it. It's not important. First, we should get some music in here.
Let's be done with the eggs and more on to the beats, the music. It was like an egg beater thing.
I was beating a dead horse about the eggs.
Fantastic.
But now we have to go into the beats.
Fantastic.
Which would be...
You can't haul your stuff without a trailer hitch. Trailer hitch.
Grab a seat, pour yourselves some whiskey neat. It's time to judge the shit out of these future releases by the movie trailers. We're Trailer Hitch. This movie might totally suck, but the whiskey sure is going down fine. Yeah, we're Trailer Hitch.
Right, so that music choice actually didn't come from you, James. You want to tell the listeners what that was?
Oh my gosh, yes. That is called Silk by Wolf Alice, and it's a song that I first heard during the Train Spotting 2 trailer, and I've just been kind of completely enamored with it ever since I heard it.
Awesome.
And I really love it, and I hope you guys like it too.
Yay!
Yay! I know some music sometimes.
Music! But now fuck music, because we're here to talk about trailers.
That's right.
Yeah, we gotta get serious, we gotta get lean, we gotta get mean, James. You know why?
Why?
Because we're doing Hitchhikers. And we were able to hit our target time of 45 minutes last episode. We came in at 10 minutes.
And how many trailers did we have? We had 19 trailers, right?
God,
our last
who's
episode?
To say? If you were to have an egg for every trailer...
No, we're not doing eggs. No more eggs. No more eggs.
We're done with the eggs. Today, we have a number, which
13?
I totally had and counted. I then completely forgot that number. We have 15 trailers.
Okay, 15.
Now, James, I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm feeling cocky because we were able to hit our last target time so under time. So we got 15 trailers here. Sir,
I'm doing some stretches, Kevin.
Get those fucking stretches in,
ready.
Man. Because I say we go for 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
From 40?
Yep.
I was gonna
45.
Say, I was gonna say 20?
No. James,
how about
we're plunging headlong.
How about 9 minutes?
8.5.
8.5. I'll do 8.5. Okay. So now just a super quick reminder. Hitchhikers is the segment we do about trailers that you could send us. And we will make a rapid fire segment of our rapid fire fast reviews.
It's true, yes.
And that was a fast rapid fire explanation of that.
Yes. Which, by the way, we spent so much time talking about eggs. Let's give you some context as to what the show is. So, yes, we review film trailers.
Yep.
And coming up in a second, you might hear a TV review. Woo!
We snuck one in there.
We did sneak one in, yes. So, what we do is we take a look at the trailer and we analyze the trailer for the content itself. And so really what we're looking for is, does this sell us on the movie? Does this make us want to go out to a theater and pay full price to see it?
Yes.
And so we rate trailers on a scale of need to see it, need to see more, or never need to see it.
Yes.
Both of us come to an agreement that we need to see this. James and I go out, we see it, we record a bonus episode in which we basically dive into the movie itself.
We have to get back on that.
The trailer itself. Yeah,
we got to do Ring versus Grudge.
We do,
yes.
Yeah, that's right.
We will do it.
At some point. Clearly we cannot be beholden to it. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what you're in for. First, though, we're going to do our Hitchhiker segment where we're going to go through 15 trailers, rapid fire style, and just give you our very abridged thoughts on them. James, are you ready?
I'm ready. I got my my notes right here in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
and I got my stopwatch right here. So.
Okay, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Do you have your eggs? All right.
Oh, we got plenty of eggs.
Plenty
so
of
many
eggs. Hope to God, because we got 15 trailers, which we are going to start right about now. All Nighter. It's about a guy whose ex is presumably kidnapped. He and her potential criminal father take the streets of LA to find her. It's a solid premise that you can take in any direction. Here they go for comedy, but most of the trailer didn't land for me due to really surface level jokes like describing what just happened 5 seconds ago. Still though, J.K. Simmons, need to see more.
I get a fun road trip kind of vibe, and I like that, but the energy just seems really low. As badass as J.K. Simmons looks in this, with a banjo comment like Kermit the Frog, he better be singing Rainbow Connection at the end of this movie. That's all I'm saying, need to see more.
Okay, Youth in Oregon. It's about a patriarch deciding to commit suicide in Oregon, and his daughter and son-in-law take him there. But it's an indie dramedy, so an acoustic guitar and bells are in the trailer. And I said, well, at least it wasn't a ukulele. Again, I think this premise is solid, but what's going on with that Viagra joke? Hoping this road trip can turn around with another trailer. Need to see more.
Billy Crudup's been popping up a lot lately.
God bless.
That was not a Viagra joke, Kevin.
Okay.
The cast looks like it has great chemistry, but the trailer falls flat for me. I'm sure there's more to the film than this, but it's a lot of people feeling sorry for themselves. Never need to see it.
That's fair. All right, Gold. It's the Wolf of Wall Street, but gold! I spent the entire trailer taken aback by how influential Wolf of Wall Street already is. As far as this trailer is concerned, though, it's fool's gold. Never need to see it.
Congrats, McConaughey. You look slimier than Christian Bale in American Hustle.
Yeah.
I get that he strikes gold, gets rich, becomes reckless, but the trailer is kind of confusing when it comes to setting up where the drama comes from. I'm kind of lost here. Never need to see it.
Sure. I Am Michael. It's about a gay man converting to Christianity and distancing himself from his sexuality. I said, well, thematically, there's a lot to dive into here, and that's got me interested, but I wish the filmmaking, specifically the composition, lighting, cinematography, and editing, would have a bit more pop to it. Need to see more.
All right, here we go. Not knowing much about Michael Glatz, for this trailer, I feel as confused as, well, Michael Glatz. Based solely on the trailer, it's hard to tell if he's a bisexual who can't come to terms, or if he's just decides to start lying to himself about being gay, or is he implying he was straight all along, or he just changed? I'm, really confused, but, that's not bad. I need to see more.
Sure. My Name is Emily. It's about a misfit teen whose father is committed to a psych ward and her adventure to break him out. I said, God damn, this was so close to nabbing me. And from a tonal perspective, this is all over the place. Plus, the forced romance with the kid didn't do anything for me, especially when she calls him out on it, only to kiss him about 10 seconds later.
Yep.
But I think there could be a good movie here. Hope the trailer is wonky and not the film itself. Need to see more.
We're so on the same page. Luna Lovegood! I love seeing my Harry Potter alum.
Woo.
Anywho, I really like the concept. Offbeat girl solicits help from future romantic co-star to break dad out of the loony bin? That's really interesting, but the trailer bails on the father story in favor of the love story, then it very abruptly ends. Need to see more.
Yeah. The Lure. It's a mermaid horror musical comedy. I'll give you a second to digest that, because that's what I needed. Okay, so it's The Little Mermaid plus The Neon Demon plus La La Land? I guess for sheer fucking bravado, need to see, because what the fuck is going on here?
What the dingle hopper was that? This is not my kind of trailer. There's just 100 intentionally super weird stuff all blended into one film. So the film's about 2 stripper mermaids and something else. I don't know what else. Also, for claiming to be a kaleidoscope of color and sparkle, it's awfully muted and desaturated. Never need to see it.
But
Nope,
mermaid
never,
strippers!
Never.
Manifesto. It's about Kate Blanchett commenting about art while playing multiple characters. So the trailer reminded me a lot of Film Socialism, a Jean-Luc Godard movie that, as far as I could tell, tackled similar themes. I made it about 30 minutes into that one before turning it off, and so I don't have a lot of hope here. But Kate Blanchett looks dope. Never need to see.
Kate Blanchett's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I tried I tried really hard to take this seriously. I really did. But after the 20th giant title card, the 100th Kate Blanchett costume, and the millionth time the trailer reminds us that this is art, I just had to laugh. Never need to see it.
Fair. Slight. It's about an inner-city magician with superpowers who gets mixed up in crime and its consequences. Said, how cool would it have been if the magician didn't have superpowers? Like, he just did practical things, but then it was left up to the audience that it could potentially be real magic or not. I mean, you throw in the forced relationship subplot, and I'm kind of left cold, but there's something sort of intriguing about this. I'll say need to see more.
For a movie about superpowers, this trailer sure takes its sweet time getting to that point, but the heart of the trailer is in the right place. Until that last title card, I literally thought the title of the movie was Chronicle meets Iron Man. Never need to see it.
iBoy. It's about a teenager who survives a bullet to the head who basically becomes one with technology and starts fighting crime. Said, after this and that homeless girl boat movie she started, I'm really pulling for Maisie Williams to be cast in a Coen Brothers movie. You deserve better, Arya.
That would be incredible.
Never need to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Maisie Williams was the lead marketing for this film, I thought she'd be the hero. Disappointed to see she's just the damsel.
Yep.
At least the way the trailer plays it, anyway. Oh, also, phone fragments in the brain? Come on. Oh, iBoy, ay Dios mío. Never need to see it.
Raw. As far as I could tell, it's about a school where people are forced to eat human flesh, maybe? Said bag first trailer, but holy shit, look at those visuals. I'd go back for seconds. Need to see.
Yeah. Damn, do I respect a trailer I can follow without, with little to no speaking. By the time you... Oh, shit. Oh, come on, James. Read your handwriting. By the time you hear that this movie is a foreign film, you're already sold. But the trailer gives you just enough to keep you hungry for more, never overstuffing you with too much plot. Look deliciously messed up. Need to see it.
Double need to see it. Okay, The Girl with All the Gifts. It's about zombies, and there's a kid. I said, still sort of vague on what's going on with the girl, but hey, zombie baby, I'll hear you out. Need to see more.
Zombie plot came out of nowhere, and I liked that. I'm still a little lost on the details of the children, but there's just enough visuals and tension here to pique my interest. Need to see more.
The Discovery, it's an atmosphere trailer, but there's totally suicide in it from what I can tell. Oh, and Jason Segel. You cast that group of people, Robert fucking Redford included, and have a compelling eye for composition, and I'm beyond intrigued. Don't have much to go on for story, but I'm willing to discover it along the way. Need to see.
Love the song choice in the record scratch moment. Like I said, I love trailers that need next to no dialogue, but this one was a little trickier to follow for me. For some reason, there's suicide outbreaks, and that's all we get. Need to see more.
Sure. Certain Women. It's about women. Maybe it's an anthology series, who knows? I said a meditation on femininity is always welcome, but outside of that, I'm not seeing anything too compelling. Need to see more.
Threw me for a loop for a second, but I eventually figured out that this was a vignette type of film with separate stories. Those are tricky to market, but this trailer sort of implies that they would intersect at some point, sort of confusing for certain viewers. Also, the performances highlighted in this trailer are relatively bland. Never need to see it.
Sure. Snatch, a TV show based on the Guy Ritchie flick. The long and the short of it, crime, but British. I said, I get the sense that the talent involved really revere the Guy Ritchie flick, but the wit that made me love the movie isn't present here. Also, oh, shit, hi Rupert Grint, never need to see.
Diamonds check, boxing check, flashy Guy Ritchie energy check, hard to understand English accents double check. This looks like a Snatch film, all right. Mostly unneeded, though. Need to see more.
All right, Kuso. And as for a premise, I said, look, I know I've said this a lot tonight, but seriously, I have no fucking idea. Here's my review. What? Never need to see.
Yeah, so use a quote from the trailer. I hate this fucking movie. Don't know what it's about, don't care. Yeah, the visuals and practical effects are stunning. It just looks like an acid trip of a visual effects sizzle reel. Never need to see it.
All right, and time!
Stop! 8 minutes and 21 seconds.
We did it! Oh my god, 2 weeks in a row!
Oh my god, that was like 9 seconds to spare.
That was...
I am very impressed with us. Kevin, give me a cheers over here.
Cheers,
yeah. Thank you. Wow.
God.
Oh, I'm so happy.
We even slipped up a little bit.
Oh,
we
even
took time to mini argue about the lore, which...
Oh, yeah.
Listen, man, I just gotta say... if you throw mermaid strippers into a movie, I'm at least going to turn and look.
You know
like,
what?
It's just there's
a niche for that, and they hit it with you, didn't they?
They just. I didn't realize this was a thing for me.
They caught you hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, very good, very good. You. I appreciated it.
I was stumbling all over my raw
That's okay.
fucking jokes.
No, man.
I had so many cannibalism eating meat jokes. It was,
and that is like, just to get a little inside baseball for all you folks. Like, that is like the heartbreaking thing when you take the time and you realize, oh shit, I have a great joke, or like, it's a joke, but it's also an insight on the trailer that you're reviewing.
Because we need to review it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
This isn't just comedy night.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
As you can tell.
Yeah. Oh, that was mean.
I'm sorry.
I'm so mean. I feel like I shouldn't talk
James,
anymore.
I apologize.
Yes, we have to strike a good balance of trying to say something funny, but also reviewing that film in 5 seconds, or 10 seconds, 20 seconds.
And there's nothing more heartbreaking on our end when we write that joke. We're proud of it. We also think that it's a great distillation of the trailer itself. We get to it and then fuck up maybe 3 words into it, and then just get flustered and start stumbling. Like, James and I have both been there, and we just need you, the listener, to know that it hurts us more than it hurts.
Well, we just want you guys to know that when we put the stopwatch on, we are doing this for real.
Yes,
we're not editing around our fuck ups.
That's very true.
We would like to.
We would love to,
but we are
many a day.
We are honest with the people of the world, listening everywhere.
Yes.
So.
Honesty is the best policy.
That one fantastic. 8/21.
God damn. All right. We're growing up, man.
Growing up.
We're getting ground. I mean, here's the thing, man. We dreamed of going under time on Hitchhikers for so long.
Oh, totally.
Did it.
Yeah. So we did it last time, too.
We did it last time, but to be fair,
it was a cheap.
It was a little bit cheap, yeah. This time we actually did it. We dreamed of it. It happened. So let's celebrate by talking about Imperial Dreams.
Oh.
Would you be okay with that?
I'm so okay with that.
All right, let's do it.
The hood is the cruelest of prisons. The most unusual of punishments.
Why you running so hard?
You're born into it. And when you're born in prison, you don't know what to do with the freedom. I'm working on getting you out of here.
What were you in for?
Assault with a deadly weapon.
Now what you gonna do?
I'm trying to be a writer. Teach these kids not to make the same mistakes I did.
I got a carload of Oxycontin. Need to be up in Portland by Friday.
Can't do it. It's just not me no more.
Right, so that was the trailer for Imperial Dreams. This is starring John Boyega.
I know that guy.
Yeah, of Star Wars fame.
Force Awakens.
Also Attack the Block.
Yep.
Presumably episode 8
yes,
as well. Yeah,
he is in episode 8.
Cool. And he's really...
sorry, I have to interrupt because we don't need to call it episode 8 anymore, Kevin.
We can call it The Last Jedi. That's
Star Wars episode 8, The Last Jedi. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm letting you know if you don't, but I'm sure you know.
It doesn't seem like things are going to bode well if it's called The Last Jedi.
It's just currently.
There's just one left.
There's one Jedi right now.
I guess maybe it could just refer to Luke Skywalker.
Of course.
Yeah.
Rey is not trained as a Jedi.
Sure.
Therefore, she can't have the title Jedi. It's like you can't be a samurai until you get to that level.
Also, as good as the Jedi are at like protecting the universe and stuff, they're also really good at becoming extinct. It seems to
maybe Luke wants himself to be the last Jedi. Maybe this whole Jedi organization has just really been shitty for the last 2 centuries. It's not going well. You know what? It's gonna die with me. I'll be Rey. I'll teach you some cool shit along the way, but you're not gonna be a Jedi. Trust me, you don't want it.
You could dream of being a Jedi.
No, she wouldn't. Why would she even dream about it?
I'm trying to segue it back into the review, James.
Oh,
we're reviewing Imperial Dreams right now.
Sorry, that was a very tiny runaway trailer, and we're back.
Yes, starring John Boyega. The director, Malik Vital, I'm not sure how to
That
pronounce
was a
his name.
fantastic pronunciation.
Thank you. Yeah, not sure how to pronounce his name, but this appears to be kind of like his breakout hit.
Okay.
From what I can see on IMDb, this movie actually came out in 2014, and it's just taken this long for them to find distribution.
Was this festival circuit type of movie?
Sundance,
It was Sundance, okay.
Yeah. Also, we at Trailer Hitch think it's sort of unfair that, only the top billed, the name actors basically get a shout out when it comes to reviews and stuff. And so we always like to highlight a lesser known actor playing a smaller role.
Yeah.
So Candace Edmondson is playing the jail guard. Candace, fucking good job, yeah.
Candace is my favorite one we've done so far.
And look at her. She seems very pleasant. I would totally hang out with her.
But yes, good for you, Candace. Congratulations on the bodyguard role? No, jail guard role.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, what's the movie about? So the trailer opens up with John Boyega in the front seat of a car turning on lights. And
Christmas lights? They're festive. They look nice.
They are festive, but there is not good cheer in this automobile, ladies and gentlemen. All the windows have, I'm sorry, was it blankets or sheets covering
some
the
sort
windows?
of tarp.
Yeah. And in the back seat is a child, I would say maybe about 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
And it quickly becomes apparent that John Boyega and his son are homeless.
Apparent that he's the parent.
Oh.
No, keep going. Just
Anyway.
ignore me.
I would never. Anyway, so throughout the course of the trailer, we come to understand that John Boyega is raising his son by himself. His wife is in prison.
Mm-hmm. He was in prison.
He also was in prison, assault with a deadly weapon. You get a very brief glimpse of that, him flashing a gun in a crowded living room.
And as we know, the way the trailer is edited, it's implied when he's saying that line that I was in prison for, what was the charge? Holding a deadly...
assault with
a deadly weapon. Yeah. And then they show him holding a gun. We, watching the trailer, we associate, that's him before he got arrested, and now he's cleaning out.
Right.
Who knows? That could be the last scene of the movie.
Yeah, it's also telling the audience that the deadly weapon that he was charged with wasn't, say, a whip or
That's a good point.
Taser.
That's a good point,
Kevin.
Yes.
It specifies.
Yeah.
And we appreciate
that.
A
shovel.
It could have been a shovel.
A freaking corkscrew. You don't know, do you?
Anyway. But yeah, throughout the course of the trailer, you kind of get a glimpse into John Boyega struggling to keep a home for his son, and he's desperately trying to get out of the criminal underworld that more or less got him into the situation in the first place.
Yes.
But the trailer also is very smart in playing into the idea that that criminal underworld that he decided to take before he went to prison is also really his only choice outside of it, too, even though he doesn't want to do it.
He's running out of options.
He doesn't have very many options.
Yeah.
And so, just out the gate, from a thematic standpoint, I think that's a great angle to take.
Yeah.
And something that I think definitely should and could be said within the film world, because I'm kind of drawing a blank on other movies that really touch on those themes as specifically as what I'm getting from the Imperial Dreams trailer. And I'm drawing a blank. Right now, I'm taking a look at this and thinking, I would love to know more.
Sure.
This isn't something I haven't heard ad nauseum.
Yeah, and the fact that it stands out for you like that, I think, is a good testament for that.
Exactly, and just little glimpses. John Boyega is trying to be a writer. He's kind of hoping that through his writing he can dissuade people from taking a, what's a good way to put this, less than honorable career path.
Yeah.
Like, say, assaulting someone with a whip.
Or a corkscrew.
Or a shovel. It doesn't have to be specific. Moving on. And that's what I'm getting out of this trailer. And obviously it appeared to be a friend or a coworker, in quotes, more or less shunning him and saying, I don't want you here, I don't want to see your kid ever again. And essentially, by trying to make a better life for himself, by trying to avoid that world, he's more or less ostracized himself from everyone. Mm-hmm. And it's just him and his son at that point.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of really great material on display there. Also, from a visual style, I think this looks really off the chain.
Right?
And again, just from what I was seeing, there were a couple of credits under this director's name, but for what looked to be a second feature, maybe a third, this was really well accomplished. And I can definitely see that there is a distinct visual style here. I do like how he is capturing the grit of the inner city and the lives of these characters. And just out the gate, I think it's really impressive. Yeah, you had said just sort of offhand, oh, maybe we could take a look at this trailer. And I was like, Imperial Dreams. Oh, is this about stormtroopers snoozing? Ha, who cares? I started watching this thing and was just fucking hooked right out the gate.
It's and good, so, man. And John Boyega is just I've only seen him in Force Awakens. Like, I feel bad because I've been told that I would really like Attack the Block.
I think you would,
and I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But he looks incredible in this. Like, he's really got some fucking acting chops, man.
Yeah.
He can do humor, which we've seen in Force Awakens, and he can obviously do action, as we saw in Force Awakens. Not so much. Like, there were some dramatic beats in Force Awakens, but...
And similar to Attack the Block, like, he has a few dramatic beats in that.
Yeah.
But this is, at least in recent memory for me, the first time I've seen John Boyega in something that is straight drama.
Yeah. All the dramatic scenes
I will verify.
All the dramatic scenes that could have been in Attack the Block and Force Awakens, he saved up for Imperial Dreams.
Right. J.J. Abrams looked over him and said, I'm sorry, John, like, could you maybe tone this scene down a little bit? Like, we kind of need to go for it. And he was like, J.J., you get the fuck up out of my face. Because I'm making Imperial Dreams. I'm here to have fun. It's Star Wars.
JJ's like, oh, Imperial Dreams? Oh yeah, you wait. You hold it back, man.
Why didn't you say anything? We could have paused all of this. We didn't need to shoot Star Wars now. Yeah, just like cursory glance through his IMDb. Yeah, this looks to be like one of, if not the first, like straight up dramatic role he's done. And I'm excited. He looks really good.
Yeah, the music was really good too. It wasn't standout melodies, but just the tension built with the trailer. You know, the trailer started very soft or not intense. Opposite of intense is what I'm saying. With him just putting his son to bed in the back of the car. Obviously, that is interrupted by gunshots, and that is intense. But even right after the gunshots, it takes its time building up towards that, like, real quick pace tensity at the end. And the music helps a lot with that. The cutting helps a lot with that.
Yeah.
They use the right types of imagery near the end versus the beginning, and that really helped too. Because, it's a trailer. You can put whatever shot at whatever point you want.
Sure.
But you got to put them at the right spot for the right tone that you're going for. And I think they did a really good job.
Just to kind of piggyback off of that opening, yes, I had neglected to mention that there are gunshots that happen outside of the car. John Boyega immediately grabs his son and holds him. One, in an attempt to make sure he's safe, but two, to comfort him.
Yep.
And
turns out the lights.
Yeah. And holy shit, like, that's a great way to make me give a fuck about your characters. Like, just within that little, what was that, like 10 seconds? Just in that really small frame of time, I was able to get a lot of information about the character, where he was at, what was at stake for him, and what the conflict was. Just with like 10 or 15 seconds. And that's really fucking hard to do, which we know because we've seen. I really should at some point do a rough count of like how many trailers we've reviewed for the show total, but like,
we should have a running total.
We probably should, but like,
I mean,
we're more than
you started the Google Doc, and then
that's very true.
Yeah,
but yeah, we were at least more than a few hundred down, and like, it is hard to do that.
Yeah.
And so when you see a trailer pull it off effectively, it does really hit.
And it's a Netflix film.
It is a Netflix film.
I wanted to bring that up too. It's, man, Netflix has just been pumping them out. And
I'm a pretty thing that lives in the house.
Yeah.
And,
well,
I mean, that might not have been the best poll.
No,
but
that was terrible. Or we didn't watch did you watch that movie?
No.
Okay, no, the trailer we're talking about. Anyway, Netflix, and we talked about this briefly before we started recording. There is a difference between them as a production company being like, okay, we are making this film And like you mentioned, going to like a film festival and just like purchasing a film that's already completed.
Yeah,
and that's what it seems this is.
Yeah, I don't really know what their status is as a studio, because I know they do outsource a lot, where they more or less are like, we'll distribute this for you, but you figure out how to make it on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just from context clues, the fact that this came out in 2014, the fact that it was a Sundance movie.
By come out, we mean it
had its premiere.
It premiered at festivals. It wasn't at a wide release.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Just for people that aren't aware with how film festivals work, it's not like you can just, I'd like one ticket to blah blah blah, please.
Right.
Yeah. I hear it's at Sundance right now. That means I can just go down to the Oshkosh Marcus Cinema and see it, right?
Right.
No,
or
not quite.
If you're in LA, I'll just go to the Sundance Select Cinemas,
yes,
where I can watch all of the Sundance movies. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is not how it works. Now, here's the deal. We had mentioned at the beginning of the episode that we are rating this on a scale of would this get us into a theater, and obviously with a Netflix film, you can't really do that, and so we do have to change the parameters a little bit.
I always thought we just said like we'll just pretend if this was in a movie theater,
so we can pretend, or what we can say is, James, on a scale of need to see more, or never need to see, would you be willing to come home, turn on Netflix, take $15 out of your wallet, set the $15 down on your dresser right there, walk away from it, and never touch it again?
That's awfully tempting. Am I able to see the $15 every day when I wake up?
Yes.
What about the paper shredder? $15 in the paper shredder.
You could shred it if you want to as well. Yeah.
Well, that's defacing government property, so I'm surprised you're totally telling me that that's okay, because it's not, Kevin.
Fucking anarchy in the USA, baby.
No, I like that. If
more or less,
we'll just say
magically,
if you took $15 out of your wallet, put it into thin air, and it disappeared for you to be able to watch this movie on Netflix. In that sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Or
sure.
Or let's pretend that it's in a theater.
Let's just pretend it's in a movie theater. Okay, that might be easier.
Yeah, that might be a little easier.
Okay, cool. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Oh yeah, I'm a need to see.
You're a need to see.
Yeah.
I am a need to see as well.
Hey!
Yes, double need to see.
Double need to see.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, get this going. All right, so I'm actually not too sure what the release is on this yet, but it is coming out on Netflix at some point.
It's Netflix. I'll wake up one day and it'll just be there.
That's very true.
That's just how it works.
This movie will be there in addition to about 7 TV series, of which maybe 1 or 2 of them you'll hear solid things about.
By the way, series of unfortunate events, pretty darn good.
Oh, okay.
I'm liking it quite a bit.
I would also say Lovesick is very good. Anyway, that's not important. Imperial Dreams, ladies and gentlemen, we gave this trailer double need to sees. We're going to see it. We're going to report back to you.
Yeah.
We hope you check out this trailer. We think it's really good, really worth your time.
Yeah.
And
it's a really great trailer. It really is. Like, I'm glad I just kind of came up with this. This one just popped up today, I feel. That's why I thought of it.
Before we move on to our second trailer, we actually have a special little something to say. Because, we have gotten trailer requests in the past, and
JP.
Yes, specifically what he's getting at is usually we know the people who are requesting trailers.
Yes, but we're trying to broaden our horizons, people.
I mean, I'm not saying if you're our friend in real life, you can't send us a trailer. We still welcome it.
Of course not. Yes, of course.
Please keep sending them.
JP, keep sending them.
Please, JP, holy shit, you pretty much fill our Hitchhiker segment. Anyway, so, we have, like, a lot of friends who listen to it, and, like, it's always nice to know that, like, when a friend texts, and it's like, oh, I really liked your last episode. That is really cool.
Yeah. And also, because I'm going to plug it in the middle. Why not? I'm feeling it. Hey, guys, if you're listening right now, tell your friends. If they like movie trailers, if they like hearing cool people talk about those movie trailers, let them know about this podcast.
Even if they're not your friends.
Even if they're not your friends.
If you just walk by them, and they seem to be watching a trailer on their phone, you can lean in and be like, Kevin and James said something really insightful about this trailer. Fucking pull up trailer hitch, boom, done.
You just imagine riding the bus with someone. You see them watching the trailer for fucking, I don't know, Logan next to you. Oh, you wouldn't believe what James said about Logan. He's like, who the fuck is James? Get away from me.
But then he goes home, and then he's like,
who the fuck is James?
And I need to know what he thinks about this Logan trailer. Long way to go to more or less say, hey, Casey, thank you so much for emailing.
Hi, Casey. Thanks for listening, first of all.
Yeah. And we did, like, James and I more or less had to, like, powwow together because I got this email and then immediately texted you and was like, do you know anyone named Casey? Or do you think you know someone who may have gotten a fake email address under the name of Casey?
That is not above what our friends would do, by the way.
Very
our
true.
friends would do that.
Yes, absolutely.
So, I'm still not 100% convinced that Casey is not one of our friends pretending to be someone else.
Fair.
But if you're not, hi, Casey. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, totally. And so, yeah, this is kind of a big deal for us because it's our first trailer request from someone that at least appears to not be within our immediate friend group.
Yes, right. That means other people are listening.
And Casey had something special to say. So,
yes.
James, we're going to revive it's been a segment on hiatus.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
we'll do it when we need to.
Yes.
He comes when he's needed.
Yes.
We'll put it that way.
And this week he is needed.
That's right.
This segment is called James Leesky Presents Patrick Warburton Presents. So, ladies and gentlemen, whether you are Casey, whether you are one of our friends, whether you are not Casey or our friend, and you want to send in an email, James Leesky is going to read the email out in Patrick Warburton's voice.
Or are we just going to invite Patrick Warburton into my apartment right now and let him read Casey's email while I stand beside him, patting him on the back and telling him good job?
That's actually very fair. I understand that.
I don't know. It could be either. It could be either.
You're a bit under the weather. We might need to give your voice a rest, James. Don't worry. I'll just shoot a quick text to Patrick Warburton right now.
Okay, he's texting.
Should I include a smiley face?
Yes.
Do you think that's too forward?
Do the poop emoji.
Okay,
He'll get a kick out of that.
He'll wall. Oh, okay, he's on his way.
Okay, good.
All right, everybody, calm down.
Boom, boom.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that was my doorbell. Okay, we got it.
Now with Patrick Warburton here. Patrick, do you want to say hello?
Thanks for the introduction, Kevin.
Oh,
I really appreciate it.
Did you like my poop emoji?
Can't say I got it.
God damn it. I put a lot of thought into it.
Get over yourself, Kevin.
Fine. All right. While I'm getting over myself,
yes,
Mr. Warburton, can you do us a favor and read us Casey emails, please?
You betcha. All right, guys. I'm a big fan of the podcast. I was hoping you'd take a look at a trailer for the Netflix movie I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore. I'm only about 6 episodes into the podcast, and I'm not sure if you only review theatrical releases, but this Netflix trailer looked intriguing. Thanks, Casey. I'm going to take off now. Bye.
Okay.
Well, he's gone.
Yeah, just like right at the top.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's got a busy schedule. I understand.
Well, thanks, Patrick. Bye.
Well, thanks, Patrick. And thank you, Casey. And you know what? We are going to review this trailer.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
I thought you were pausing for dramatic effect. I liked it, and now we are good to review it then. Maybe?
My house got robbed.
What did they take?
My grandma's silver.
Did you call the authorities?
Yeah.
The world is bigger than your silverware. Grow up.
Everyone is an asshole. Taking my mind and fucking... Stop. Sometimes I feel like I'm underneath a whirlpool. Like I can't even breathe. The way people treat each other
Makes me so furious. Kevin, stop it! Is there anything I can do?
So yeah, that was I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore. This is written and directed by Macon Blair. If anyone here listening has seen either Blue Ruin or Green Room, he's kind of a favorite of that writer-director Jeremy Saulnier. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's last name. I just realized. Whoops.
That's okay.
But yes, Macon Blair is the lead in Blue Ruin. This is, to what I know, his writer-directorial debut. Neil Debut. It is starring Melanie Linsky, Elijah Wood, and those are the 2 major names. And our random shout out for this.
Can I pick him?
Yes, please do.
This
is Taylor Toons, the Watermelon Girl.
Taylor Toons is the Watermelon Girl. Congratulations.
Good job,
Good
Taylor.
job.
All right, so this trailer is pretty fucking striking. It
escalated quickly.
Very much so. Because, yes, we start with it more or less being... It kind of feels like an off-kilter indie drama.
Yeah.
Where there's a really fun opening gag where we get our protagonist, Ruth, walking through a parking lot, a car's backing up, and they kind of do that dance of, they both stop at the same time.
Everyone is familiar with that
Everyone
dance.
has done it at some point in time.
It's infuriating. It's such a little thing, and it's from two people, both sort of trying to be courteous, but you just both end up getting so angry.
I always find that really interesting because really, if you run into that person who stops and goes at the exact same time you do, that means that person has the exact same instincts as you.
That's what I'm saying.
And if you met them outside of the context you meet them at now, you'd probably get along with them really well. But because you're meeting them in that particular moment, you fucking hate them.
And that means you both hate each other.
Yeah.
You both are losing your minds over this infuriating dance that you're doing.
Yes.
I did not consent to this dance, nor do I want any part of it. So, yes, it's just an incredible opening gag because it's something everyone can relate to, whether it's with a car and you can do that a lot with just like walking in and out of a door. It's like, oh, you go. Oh, wait, I'm going? Oh, no, I'll go. Oh, no, shit. Oh, sorry. Now we both went and knocked our heads into each other.
So I think it's fair because like you and I both extrapolated on like this little gag in this trailer that like we both have an understanding of what this character's life is like.
Sure.
And if that's how they're defining her life, oof. Like, she's... I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Definitely in better shape than John Boyega and Imperial Dreams.
Yeah.
That said...
if we're putting them on a scale, yes. Completely opposite ends
I would
of the
rather
scale.
have this dance than have to live in my car with my young son.
With gunshots going off around. Yeah,
but
of course.
anyway, however, things do get worse for Ruth. Because she comes home to find that her house is burglarized.
Yeah.
And so some silver that was handed down from her family.
And it was silverware, too. It was like silver spoons and stuff.
Yeah, that's all.
I associate that with my grandma, because my grandmother had like this massive collection of collectible spoons. She just loved these spoons, and they're still hanging up to this day, and they're so cool. They're kind of lame, but like they're kind of cool at the same time.
I mean, spoons can be neat.
Yeah, even that little detail of this trailer, I'm like, I can even relate to that. The spoon thing? Yeah, I can sort of relate to that too.
And so she reports to the police who just flat out do not care.
Yeah.
She tells this to what appears to be a friend, played by Elijah Wood.
I think it was just a neighbor.
Or a neighbor.
I think that's just like a kooky neighbor.
Yeah, and he is kooky. Like, you can tell, just like, and Elijah Wood does a really good job. We're just in like two movements, like him just like moving his head and the way he sort of shakes his body when he hears something he doesn't like.
Yeah.
You can just tell that something's off about the guy.
He was just like leaning over something and he like stands up like real quickly.
At the action.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at the ready.
And he's like flexed.
Yeah.
Just like, not that he's like a ripped guy, but Elijah Wood's character in this looks like he's about to throw down.
Yeah.
Even though there's no one in the direct vicinity.
So she more or less enlists Elijah Wood to help her out. It might be that he just sort of takes it upon himself.
He probably takes it upon himself, let's be honest.
Ends up finding the plate, ends up getting the address of who they suspect did it.
Mm-hmm.
This woman answers the door and says, "Oh no, my son did this. I have no idea where he is." And then things start to spiral out of control from there.
Chaos ensues. Shenanigans happen.
Very brief in the trailer, but it's implied that they do end up running into the son, and Elijah Wood punches him out, teaching him 1-4. From there, they more or less get roped into just some crazy shit. Ruth is kidnapped by a woman with a bag over her face in a really striking shot with this woman in the passenger seat holding her at knife point, or was it a gun already at that time?
It was a
deadly
aggravated.
weapon. It was a deadly weapon. It wasn't a shovel.
Was it a corkscrew?
It was not a corkscrew.
Could have been a corkscrew.
Nor a whip.
All right.
It's one of the big ones.
One of the two biggies.
And so she gets kidnapped, and there is a lot of implied violence or shown violence throughout the rest of the trailer.
Sure.
And the trailer does take a pretty stark shift while still keeping those comedic beats and that off-kilter humor. And so the first time I watched this trailer, I thought from a tonal perspective, it was a little bit over the map for me. So, like, because it starts off as what was more or less an indie comedy, and, you know, I'm sure I'll be amused watching this.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it just fucking switches on you. And
it goes to 11. Like,
yeah.
Like, there's a shot of her, like, throwing up.
Projectile vomit.
Like, Monty Python style vomit. Like, it's pretty crazy. So, like, even that bit of vomit, I was like, this movie is out there, man.
Yeah. But actually, this is now like the third time I've seen the trailer, and the more I've seen it, the more I've really warmed up to it, because I think they are going for that really stark shift, and it does remain to be seen whether or not the movie can pull it off, because that is a very hard shift to do, to all of a sudden completely uproot what your movie is and turn it into something else, while retaining the things that were working about the first half of your movie.
And they still work. Like, even the button of the trailer is the gun bit. Like, I'm not going to let you kill anyone. And she just like
glances
over at the dead body on the ground. It's like the timing in there, the comedic timing was really strong, and it matched that opening comedic timing, I thought, too. The dance with the car. I thought it stayed true, even though all this crazy shit kept happening.
Yeah.
I found that very fascinating. And this actress is really fun to watch, too.
She is.
I haven't seen her in a whole lot. It's mostly been supporting roles.
Mm-hmm.
She was supporting role in Up in the Air, and she was a supporting role in Perks of Being a Wallflower. I know she's in the Togetherness.
Yep.
That's her, right?
Yeah, it is.
And that was doing really well.
But yeah, you're definitely right. It's a lot of supporting roles.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool to see her get that first starring role.
A lead, yeah.
Yeah.
Or not that she's not a lead in Togetherness, but in a film, you know? And you've made it, even though television is better than it's been in fucking ever. No, I'm just saying. I still love movies, but let's not kid ourselves. Television is fucking incredible.
But yeah, that said, I do. I think that the tonal shift, like, now the more I've seen it, is working for me, because it is retaining what is working about that first half of the trailer.
Yeah. I think it just takes you so off guard that first time you watch the trailer that you're so off balance. And then you watch it again and you're like, it still maintains this quirk to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and really the best way I can put it, have you seen Blue Ruin, sir?
No, I've never even heard of it. You keep saying it, I keep nodding my head, but I've never heard of it coming.
Okay, I highly recommend it. It's
okay.
really, really fucking good. And as I said before, the writer-director is the star of Blue Ruin. Of this movie.
Wait, okay.
Okay, we're going to restart.
Restart it. Okay. Start it over.
Okay.
Blue Ruin.
So Blue Ruin.
The star of it.
Is played by Macon Blair.
Okay.
Macon Blair wrote and directed I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. What I was going to get at, and this is going to be a little bit harder of a sell if you haven't seen it, is I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore, to me, feels like Blue Ruin if it had a more pronounced sense of humor. Because there is a very, very dark comedic understreak in Blue Ruin.
Okay.
But, you know, if it makes you laugh out loud, for me anyway, it was more just because I was so uncomfortable with how fucking crazy that movie would get. The violence is really realistic.
Okay.
And now bear in mind, Blue Ruin seems, even just from this trailer, Blue Ruin seems like it's way fucking darker than what's going on.
But it's supposed to be.
But it's supposed to be, yeah. Whereas this, it does. It just feels like a more comedic take on Blue Ruin.
Okay.
And I loved Blue Ruin, and I like laughing. And so I'm pretty happy with this. How about you? How are you feeling?
I love it. I just liked it from beginning to end. Like we said, it's quirky, it's fun, it's weird, it's out there. It turns it up to 11. I love the actress in it. I love Elijah Wood. It all looks like a lot of fun. And it doesn't necessarily have a whole lot of standout cinematography stuff, but like not every movie needs to be fucking Roger Deakins.
Yeah, that's
you
fair.
know,
I totally get what you're saying.
You know, it doesn't all have to be Oscar-winning cinematography, but
no, I think it doesn't all have to be fucking Roger Deakins. It's something that should go up on the wall of like the Academy building. Just like fucking put everyone in their place for a second. And that is fair. I do think that there are great shots, and I do think that there are some really cool compositions. Yeah, I think
it serves the story, though.
Yes, but I do think, especially in that front half, the color palette is very muted.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what they're going for, to kind of show the banality of Ruth's world.
Exactly.
But that said, is that visually compelling, and would that be for an hour and 40? At the same time, I get why the choice was made. It's Macon Blair's first movie. And that is something that I do try and take into account. Because, like, making movies is really hard. And so I like to give people leeway. I mean,
I've always found it super easy, but, you know, we can't all be James Leeskies.
We can't all be James Leeski. Yep. And you remind me that every day, via text, via phone. One time you sent a carrier pigeon. I had to pay for it to be returned. I
never got it back. I never got it back, Kevin.
Well, you have to bring it up with the post office, because that's where I brought it.
Yeah, this is a need to see it for me.
Oh, total need to see for
really?
me as well! Oh my god, dude,
yes.
we got 2 double need to sees!
Cheers, man.
Fucking cheers,
oh,
let's
fantastic.
do it!
Oh, man.
So, Casey, you hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
Wherever you may be, thank you very much for bringing this to our attention.
Yeah.
We love this trailer.
Did you send an email back to
I did.
Casey?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, good.
All I said was, "Who are you?" in lowercase. No, I did. I replied back.
Who dis? New number.
Yeah, new number. Who dis? So Casey, once again, thank you very much for bringing this to our attention. Yeah. This was a really great trailer. We dug the fuck out of it. We were excited to see this. Again, it's another Netflix
two Netflix movies. Who knew?
Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm sorry. I guess that does answer Casey's question.
Oh, yes, we do Netflix movies.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do Netflix trailer movies.
We are going to be seeing 2 of them and reporting back to you guys. So whenever that happens, that happens. Otherwise, until then, ladies and gentlemen, take Casey's lead and fucking check this trailer out.
That's right. Check the trailer out and email us. Follow Casey's lead.
Or JP's or anyone's
Anyone.
Lead. Anyone who sent us a trailer, they have the right idea. And I think you should hop on the train too.
Fantastic. I just wanted to bring up one more thing.
Please do.
Before we go.
Yeah.
And we're not going to talk too much about it because we've already talked at length about both of these trailers already. But it was a slow week for trailers. These past 2 weeks. It's been pretty slow. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of little stuff.
We had to review Kuso. That's how...
it was a slow week for trailers.
Yeah.
So, but what did come out were second trailers for The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Logan.
Yeah.
And we're not going to talk a whole lot about them because we both talked about both of those trailers, right? I think neither of our opinions have changed on either trailer. But I did want to bring up that those 2 trailers came out and I thought they were great. The Logan trailer especially, we got some like really fucking badass stuff.
Yeah.
With the girl...
presumably X-23.
Well,
some iteration.
I don't want to say X-23. I mean, we all know that my comic book knowledge is about a 40% accuracy rating or some shit like that. Right, Kevin's brother.
Should we go ahead and get context for this? Because there seemed to be some malice
yes,
going on.
I know it's X-23, but I was holding off on saying X-23 just in case, they go and they don't. It's X-23. It's X-23. We all know it is. Whether or not you, audience members, know who X-23 or not is irrelevant because the film will probably go in a completely different origin than the comics do anyway. Mm. But her action scenes for a 13-year-old are just insane. And it doesn't feel like CG. I'm sure there's CG involved in these action scenes, but man, she was crushing it. And that angry Wolverine face that she's got going is super incredible. And I
feel like she could murder me.
Yes. Yeah, I'm terrified of that girl. And so that remains a need to see it for me.
Nothing further to add, Your Honor. Need to see for me as well.
And then Power Rangers, I know I gave it a need to see more, and I'm still keeping at a need to see more. Mm-hmm. But the trailer was very much exciting stuff. It was a lot of fun. It reminded me of the show when I was a kid, except not terrible. You know, obviously as a kid I loved it, but like you look at that shit now and it's like, oof. No, I think that's going to be a lot of fun too. I'd still like to see more from it. I'm not like 100% sold yet. Like, especially the Bryan Cranston reading or being Zordon. It really just kind of sounded like Bryan Cranston just like reading from a teleprompter. Not from a teleprompter.
A Kindle?
Just a Kindle, yeah. Just, you know, while he's doing his Sudoku. Oh, sorry, I got another
By the way,
line
save
here.
the world. Also, do you think a 3 or an 8 should go here?
Yeah. And Bill Hader as Alpha 5 was a little weird too. But for the most part, it looks like the show. And I'm like, that's kind of fun. That's kind of cool. So I'd like to see more with that as well.
It's really hard for me to add to this because I can certainly say that I have seen the second Power Rangers trailer.
Yeah.
You
don't remember anything?
I think I could tell you a goddamn thing about it, to be perfectly honest.
No, that's okay.
And so, sorry to those who put together the second Power Rangers trailer. I'm sure a lot of time and hours went into it.
It was definitely more action-oriented. Like, that first trailer was definitely just focusing on, like, the Breakfast Club aspect of it with these kids. And this one was way more just, let's dive into the teenage superhero stuff. Which is obviously what reminded me of it for the kid show when I was a kid watching it. I was obsessed with Power Rangers as a kid, so that was my jam, man.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that's fair.
I wanted to bring those up.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, with that little mini trailer tune-up, we also got our reviews down, we got our Hitchhikers down. It's been a very positive day for Trailer Hitch. We got in under time with Hitchhikers.
Yeah.
We have 2 double need to sees. I know we typically do a 3rd trailer for you guys, but I mean, god damn it, I say go out on a high.
Yeah, let's go out on a high. And honestly, guys, one of these days, there's going to be another week where trailers are slow.
Yes.
And we're going to try and throw something fun on weeks like that, too. Like, favorite trailers of all time we might do. Or worst trailers of all time. Or best, usage of freaking...
Of ABBA's Dancing Queen.
Oh, my God. Wow. Good pull.
I mean...
Why not? Why not?
Now I'm going to have to research this shit.
Let's just go with Mamma Mia.
Okay, yeah. All right, good.
Yep, they win. Anyway, on a slow trailer week, we'll come up with stuff like that too. If it's a slow trailer week,
this kind of took us by surprise. And perhaps I should, given that you and I both do a fucking trailer podcast. I should see if there is a
we do what now?
I should see if there is a reputable place that says, like a trailer for this is going to be dropping on such and such day. Because otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, we just sort of fly blind. We're just, it usually takes us by surprise. And so we were hanging back all this week saying, nah, man, something's going to come out. You just wait and see. And then we typically record on Thursdays.
Yeah.
We didn't for
personal reasons.
Life got in the way.
Yeah.
We missed Thursday, but it's like, okay, but definitely Friday. Something is going to fucking shape up. You just wait and see.
And we did. We got Imperial Dreams.
Yeah. So we went up from 1 trailer to 2 trailers.
Yeah.
So yeah, next time for sure. We might have like a list or something prepared for you guys, just on the back burner in case. But that's it. I mean, hey, shit, man. If we got 2 double need to sees out of a slow week,
that's pretty fucking good. Yeah. And
so we lucked out this time. But holy shit, let's get that ABBA list together quick.
And it's not coming for a while, but I just want everyone out there to know the Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi trailer. It will be coming out sometime between now and the movie.
I think that's a fair assumption.
So when that happens, get ready, because I am going to have a lot to say about it. Like a lot. Probably, it might need to be like a full episode. Maybe not. Hopefully I'll be able to restrain myself. But I'm just, since the reveal of the name, I have been just realizing how far away that film is. And I'm just like pulling my hair out because I want a trailer so bad. Anyway, and as any of my friends could tell you, for Force Awakens, for that first trailer, I refused to watch it until I went into a movie theater and saw it in the movie theater. The trailer.
As his friend, I can verify that's true.
Yeah. I'm not going to be doing that this time. I will be, the second it hits online, I will be closing myself into a dark room, dark space, maybe not away from everyone. Maybe everyone can watch it with me too, but I will be yelling at people if they're interrupting. Anyway, I will stop talking about Star Wars, I promise. That's the end of the episode, Kevin.
Okay, yeah.
All right, good. Sorry.
What better way to end it?
Yeah, why not?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us again for our 12th episode. We hope that last egg went down okay. We hope that you guys have a good couple of weeks. We'll hit you guys up. Eventually, we might get a bonus trailer in the review episode, and we'll see. We're not making any promises, but hopefully we get one in.
We got to schedule it instead of... Yeah, we'll schedule.
Instead of just, we have to actually put thought into it instead of threatening it on air repeatedly. I guess so. That's
Although
a fair point.
It's fun just threatening it, though.
Yeah,
too.
there's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again so much for listening. Oh shit! Before you go, feel free to email us trailerhitchmailbox@gmail.com. You can also hit us up on our Facebook page. You can also hit us up on WordPress. You can find us on iTunes. And while you're in iTunes, go ahead, give us a like, give us a subscribe.
Rate, review, anything. Subscribe.
Anything.
Yeah, like you said, subscribe is key.
Yeah.
And tell people about us, too.
Please.
If you'd like.
Please.
Or don't. I don't really care.
I mean, do
yeah.
you?
We mostly just do this so we can hang out more.
I mean, it's that. Yeah. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Bye.
You can't mount holy sails without a sailor stitch, and you can't haul your stuff without a trailer hitch.